Today we're exploring how the constellations of the zodiac signs emerged in Greek mythology. This tale begins with King Athamas, who sets aside his first wife, Nephil, to marry the insidious sorceress Ino. Ino devises a plan to eliminate Nephil's children, especially her son Phrixus. She orchestrates a fake oracle to trick Athamas into sacrificing Phrixus. Just as Phrixus is about to be sacrificed, Nephil, a cloud nymph, intervenes by sending a magical flying ram with golden fleece to rescue him. Phrixus and his sister climb onto the ram, which is capable of flight and possesses the power of speech. In a tragic twist, Phrixus' sister, Hel, falls to her death in the sea, which is later named the Hellespont in her memory. Upon reaching safety in Colchis, Phrixus sacrifices the ram to Zeus, offering thanks for their deliverance. The ram's golden fleece is then hung in a sacred grove, guarded by a dragon. In honor of its heroic deed, the ram is immortalized in the night sky, becoming the constellation Aries. In ancient Greece, the story of Taurus begins with Zeus, the king of gods, transforming into a breathtaking white bull. His goal, to captivate Europa, a Phoenician princess. As Europa plays by the sea, she spots the bull, its coat shining under the sun. Curious and unafraid, she approaches and, charmed by its gentle nature, climbs onto its back. In an instant, the bull, Zeus in disguise, takes off, galloping across the ocean's waves towards Crete. Europa, both thrilled and bewildered, holds on tightly. Once they reach Crete, Zeus reveals his true form, and from their union, 3 future kings are born, weaving Europa's fate into the tapestry of Greek mythology. This extraordinary tale of a god's pursuit and a princess's journey gives birth to the constellation Taurus, immortalized in the night sky. In the heart of Greek mythology, the story of Gemini centers on Castor and Pollux, twin brothers born to Leda. Castor, son of immortal King Tyndareus, excelled as a horseman, while Pollux, sired by Zeus, was unmatched in boxing. They were inseparable in life, embarking on daring adventures, including joining Jason's Argonauts. Their bond faced a tragic test when Castor was fatally wounded in battle. Pollux, stricken with grief and unwilling to let his brother face death alone, implored Zeus to share his immortality with Castor. Touched by this display of brotherly love, Zeus granted Pollux's wish. He transformed them into stars, placing them together in the sky as the constellation Gemini, ensuring their brotherhood would endure for eternity in the stars. In ancient Greek tales, the constellation of Cancer is born from a fierce clash in Hercules' second labor. Tasked with slaying the Lernaean Hydra, a monstrous serpent with many heads, Hercules confronts the beast in its swampy lair. Hera, harboring deep resentment against Hercules, devises a distraction. She summons a colossal crab from the depths of the ocean, commanding it to aid the Hydra. This giant crab, with its formidable claws, lunges at Hercules, nipping at his feet, trying to throw him off balance. Undeterred, Hercules crushes it underfoot, never diverting his focus from the Hydra. Though the crab's attempt to hinder Hercules fails, Hera, impressed by its determination, immortalizes its bravery. She lifts the crab's image into the night sky, creating the Cancer constellation, a tribute to its valiant but futile effort in the epic battle. In the legendary tales of Hercules, his first labor sets him against the Nemean lion, a fearsome beast with impenetrable skin. The lion terrorized the hills of Nemea, invulnerable to metal, stone, and wood. Hercules, undaunted, tracked the lion to its lair, a cave with 2 entrances. He blocked one entrance and ventured into the other. Engaging in a ferocious battle, Hercules quickly discovered that his arrows were useless against the lion's golden fur. Resorting to his prodigious strength, Hercules grappled with the lion, eventually overpowering it and strangling it to death. This display of raw power and courage impressed the gods so much that they placed the image of the fearsome lion in the night sky, creating the constellation Leo, a lasting symbol of Hercules' bravery and the lion's might. In the realm of Greek mythology, Virgo's constellation has dual tales. First, it's linked to Demeter, the goddess of harvest and agriculture, revered for her kindness and nurturing spirit. Demeter's story is one of a mother's love, as she tirelessly searched for her daughter Persephone, abducted by Hades. In another interpretation, Virgo is associated with Astraea, the goddess of innocence and purity. Astraea, during the Golden Age, lived harmoniously among humans, but as the era declined into chaos and wrongdoing, she withdrew in sorrow. Being the last of the immortals to abandon Earth, her ascent to the heavens was marked with sadness for the world she left behind. In remembrance of her purity and the lost Golden Age, the gods placed her image among the stars, where she shines as the constellation Virgo, a symbol of hope and a reminder of the world's former grace. In the annals of Greek mythology, the constellation Libra is intimately linked with Dike, the goddess of justice, daughter of Zeus and Themis. Tasked with a monumental role, Dike traversed the earth with her scales, a symbol of impartial judgment. To ensure her fairness, her eyes were blindfolded, making her immune to deceit and bias. She meticulously weighed the deeds of mortals, discerning the just from the unjust. Her scales became an instrument through which the deeds of humanity were measured. Whenever she encountered injustice, Dike reported directly to Zeus, the king of gods, who would then mete out stern punishment to those who dared to defy his laws. Acknowledging her unyielding dedication to justice, Zeus immortalized Dike's scales in the night sky as the constellation Libra. This celestial symbol served as a constant reminder to mortals that their actions were always being weighed, and that they must strive to uphold justice and adhere to the divine laws set by Zeus. In ancient Greek mythology, the story of Scorpio is entwined with Orion, the mighty hunter whose arrogance led to his downfall. Proud Orion boasted that he could defeat any beast on earth, a claim that angered Gaia, the earth goddess. To curb his arrogance, Gaia created a massive, formidable scorpion with a deadly sting and sent it to challenge Orion. The ensuing battle was fierce and earth-shaking. Orion, armed with his bow, fought valiantly against the scorpion. But the scorpion managed to land a fatal sting on Orion. As Orion succumbed to the venom, the gods decided to commemorate this epic confrontation in the stars. To serve as a constant reminder of the battle and the consequences of arrogance, they placed both Orion and the scorpion in the night sky as constellations. However, they set them apart so that they would never meet again. When Scorpio rises in the sky, Orion sets, symbolizing their eternal confrontation and the balance of power in the universe. In Greek mythology, Sagittarius is closely tied to Chiron, the most noble and wise of all centaurs. Chiron, unlike his wild centaur brethren, was a mentor to many heroes, teaching them the arts of archery, medicine, and strategy. His pupils included renowned figures like Achilles and Asclepius. However, Chiron's story took a tragic turn during a skirmish involving Hercules. In a fateful accident, he was struck by a poisoned arrow from Hercules' quiver, a wound that, due to his immortality, caused him endless agony. Chiron, known for his selflessness, found himself in an unbearable situation where his gift of immortality became a curse. After much suffering, he made the ultimate sacrifice by offering to relinquish his immortality in place of Prometheus, who was being punished by Zeus. Moved by Chiron's wisdom and compassion, the gods accepted his offer. To honor Chiron's memory and his contributions, they placed him in the night sky as the constellation Sagittarius, symbolizing his mastery in archery and his moral integrity. In one version of the myth, Capricorn is identified with the goat Amalthea. Amalthea nurtured the infant Zeus with her milk or ambrosia in some stories on the island of Crete, playing a vital role in his upbringing. In gratitude for her care, Zeus later transformed Amalthea into the constellation Capricorn as a tribute to her nurturing and support. Another myth connects Capricorn with Pan, the ancient Greek deity of forests and hunting. Pan, born with goat legs, beard, and horns, almost fell victim to Typhon, a fire-breathing monster. Pursued by Typhon, Pan dived into the Nile River, resulting in his lower body transforming into a fishtail. Lastly, a myth speaks of Capricorn as being descended from Epion, raised alongside Zeus near Mount Ida in Crete. Capricorn supported Zeus in his battle against Cronus for the rule of heaven and earth. As a reward for his loyalty and help, Zeus placed Capricorn in the sky as a constellation. In Greek mythology, the constellation Aquarius is deeply connected to the tale of Ganymede, a prince of Troy renowned for his extraordinary beauty. One day, while Ganymede tended to his father's sheep on the lush hillsides of Troy, Zeus, the king of gods, gazed upon him from Olympus and was struck by his grace and charm. To bring Ganymede to Olympus, Zeus transformed into a majestic eagle, swooping down from the heavens with great speed and agility. Ganymede, caught unawares, was carried off in the eagle's powerful talons, soaring higher and higher into the sky. They reached Mount Olympus, where the gods resided in splendor. There, Ganymede was given a place of honor, appointed as the cupbearer to the gods, a role of immense prestige. He served nectar and ambrosia to the deities, ensuring their cups were never empty. Zeus, to commemorate Ganymede's service and to immortalize his story, placed his image among the stars. The constellation Aquarius depicts Ganymede forever pouring water from a celestial vessel. In Greek mythology, the story of Pisces begins with Aphrodite, and her son Eros, the goddess and god of love, respectively. As the ferocious monster Typhon, one of the deadliest creatures in Greek mythology, descended upon Olympus, the gods were thrown into disarray, fleeing for their lives. In this tumultuous scene, Aphrodite and Eros found themselves on the banks of the Euphrates River, desperately seeking a means of escape. They transformed themselves into two fish, a form that would allow them to swiftly evade the monster's wrath in the waters. However, in the vast and tumultuous river, there was a risk of being separated. To prevent this, they tied their tails together with a rope, ensuring that mother and son would not lose each other amidst the waves and currents. As a tribute to their cunning escape and the bond they shared, the gods immortalized Aphrodite and Eros in the stars as the constellation Pisces, depicted as two fish forever joined by a cord, swimming through the celestial ocean. And that concludes our celestial voyage through Greek mythology and the zodiac constellations. Join us next time for more tales of the stars.